Hi, I'm Judi Vitale, and this is your week at work, your horoscope for your week at work for November the 28th through December 4th from readthestars.com. Now, we are in the middle of Mercury retrograde, and haven't noticed a whole lot of terrible things going on. To be honest, it's been a little easier than I anticipated. Have heard about a lot of little plane crashes, which is very tragic for the people who were involved in there, but no big major things yet, and that's probably a pretty good thing. I wouldn't anticipate any more kind of action with Mercury retrograde until possibly next weekend, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Let's start by saying this is a great week for work. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are fantastic. There are very, very few difficult things going on in the sky. The only thing you have on Monday, we have a Capricorn moon, you're going to have the moon square Saturn. And that really is just a little bit of oh, don't be silly kind of attitude. It isn't anything, huge and major. So, maybe you'll be a little bit disappointed in something that you really wanted on an emotional level, but you'll get over it. It's just a small, tiny kind of thing by comparison. Tuesday and Wednesday, moon's in Aquarius, smooth sailing. Nothing terrible, nothing, that's going to cause any kind of big deal on Tuesday or Wednesday, at least not at work. Now, when we get on to Thursday, we're going to have Venus conjunct Pluto. And this is an interesting combination. It can be very sexy. So if you're kind of courting, or even if you're in a relationship and you just want to be with your love for a little while, this is a great day for it. However, it can also spur a little bit of jealousy. Those three-way triangles that, you often get involved with are I like them and they like that person. And, it's just you have to really be careful that you don't instigate any such thing by letting two people know that you're interested in them and trying to play one off the other and all of that terrible stuff. Just be very honest and above board, and the jealousy and the rage and all the horrible kind of interpersonal problems that come along with a difficulty with your relationships will not befall you. So, that is Thursday. On Friday, we have a little moon void, of course, Friday afternoon. And then we're going to have the Sun square Mars going on too. So people feel a little bit aggravated, and that's going to go through the weekend as Mars gets more heavily involved. Mars is in Virgo, if you remember, where it's going to stay for a mighty long time. So we have to be very careful about the way that we address our anger, especially on Saturday with the moon conjunct Uranus. This is going to cause a lot of emotional volatility, and people will be moving very fast. That shopping season is starting up, and people are starting to push and shove and not give you and yield the right of way in the car and all that kind of thing. Just be very, very careful, because as I said, Mercury retrograde could kick up, especially on Sunday when the Sun will be in conjunction with it, meaning they'll be right together, and then Mercury is going to square Mars. And then on the good side, Mercury is going to make a nice trine to the moon. So try to feel the happy side and to be gentle and easygoing. Think less about how much you can buy in one afternoon and get it all over with, and more about the spirit of, if you're buying gifts, getting something for someone that they're really going to love. Or taking care of someone who really needs your help, maybe even with just a meal or a piece of clothing that you don't need anymore. So with that, I'm going to leave you for the first week of December. My goodness, what has happened to our time. But anyway, yes, it will be a much, much, much more active week the following week. So get everything done that you can now at a slow, steady pace, and avoid being too impulsive. For now, I'll say goodbye. I'm Judi Vitale, again from readthestars.com. You want to reach me, Judi, Judi, at readthestars.com.